Here's exactly how I'm game planning for 2026. If you're new here, my name is Sandy, and next year my goals are to grow my investment portfolio to 6 figures, scale my e-commerce business to 6 figures revenue, grow my copywriting income to $1,000 a month, and get this YouTube channel to 10,000 subs. So first things first, I'm going to work a job. I know that word is controversial and sometimes offensive these days, but I feel like social media has definitely villainized the idea of working a job, especially with the rise of content creation, e-commerce, digital freelancing, investing, etc. Nobody wants to work anymore, and just the thought of having a job is so looked down upon. But I'd argue a job is a great asset if you play the game correctly, as opposed to letting the game play you. So this year, I took a high-paying job. It was the most amount of income I made from my career, but I just felt completely miserable. It was a night shift. It was a very demanding work, but it definitely catapulted my savings, investments. It even allowed me to inject money into the business. But I kind of hit the number that I wanted to. I got to a savings amount that I could technically just live with no job for the next year and a half. But I decided to take a much less demanding job. Pay isn't as much, but it definitely covers all my expenses and still allows me to invest and give way more energy into the business and growing this YouTube channel while also focusing on other goals that I do have. So a big hack that I've come to realize is finding a job that you could do just enough to get by without getting fired, which allows you to focus a lot of your energy in building something else outside of work. So a business, a YouTube channel, etc. I don't think life is going to be getting any cheaper anytime soon. And there's this looming expectation that markets are just going to collapse, especially since we're in this transitional period of generations. So we do not want to be those young people without money when that wealth transfer opportunity does arise. So definitely number one for me is going to be working a job that I can milk for income and somewhat enjoy and tolerate. After all my expenses, I'm planning to just invest the money into VOO, some stocks that I pick, and keeping some as dry powder in case a big buying opportunity arises in the market. Number two, with all this newfound energy and time that I have, I'm planning to deploy it into the business. I plan to reinvest all my profits back into the business. Inventory definitely grew a great amount this year. I got my first storage unit, and I'm probably going to be getting a second one next year. I used to feel pretty envious about my friends or colleagues who were in the same career field that were just making a few extra dollars an hour. And I just came to the realization, why compare myself and why even fight over a few $1,000s, but suffer and feel miserable doing a job that I hate. And the salary's capped. I mean, whether you work harder than the next person, you're still going to get paid the same amount. Whereas business, the scale is unlimited to an extent. And instead of giving my raise through work, I thought, why don't you just give yourself a raise through a business? So here I am entering I'd say my official 3rd year into the business, and things are looking great. I mean, there's definitely some bad, but I guess that's just part of the game. Another video will kind of go more into detail about that. But number 2, definitely for me, is just scaling this business. I want to get it to that 6-figure revenue, which I should have enough inventory to do just about that. And then number 3, I want to scale my copywriting to $1,000 a month. This is something I started late fall of 2024. So the last year, I was bringing in about $50 a month. And keep in mind, it was only like a few months for the year. And this year, I grew it to around $400 a month. So definitely a big growth there. And I'm hoping that I could grow it even further this year and do double or more than double and get it to $1,000 a month. So the income isn't consistent. I'd say a majority of it comes from the beginning of the year, and then later into the year, starting around October. But with this income, I'm planning to just throw all of it into crypto, as I technically consider it all free money. I was planning to do like an allocation of $100 or $200 a week into Bitcoin, and maybe just keeping some dry powder there in case a big crash inevitably happens, and I wouldn't mind doing a bigger buy if that time did come. But I don't want to be too caught up on timing the market. I'd rather just do like a consistent buy for stocks and crypto, and just in case something did happen, just having enough to deploy like a deeper buy, if that makes sense. And then number 4, I want to put my health on lock. I know it seems like I'll be having my plate full with work, business, and the copywriting side hustle, but next year I just want to be consistent with the gym. I want to be consistent with training Muay Thai. I want a consistent sleep schedule, and definitely eating more at home and less out. They say how you do one thing is how you do everything, so just want to make sure I have my health unlocked, and everything else should follow. And lastly, I want to grow this YouTube channel to 10,000 subs. Even if I don't do it, I won't be upset. I'm more proud that I even started the YouTube channel. I mean, I always wanted to start a channel, but just didn't know what I was going to post, and here I am. Still kind of don't know what I'm posting, but I guess we'll figure it out along the way. And I think it's the best time to start a YouTube channel. I mean, honestly, it's the best time all the time. If you just have an idea, I think you just got to go for it and, be consistent with it, and hopefully things work out. But with this YouTube channel, I'm planning to do about 1 to 2 videos a week. Occasional short form content. I want to do some portfolio updates. I feel like there's a lot that we could kind of go over. We could go over the business, some investment strategies that I'm doing, how my portfolio is doing, some physique updates, how the copywriting's doing, kind of talk about, just how close I'm getting to all of these goals for the year. I think it'll be pretty fun. It'll be nice for me to look back at the end of the year and just see all the progress that we made, and hopefully get to meet some of you guys and hear what kind of journey you guys are going on too. So that's about it. That's the game plan for this next year. As you already know, all next year we're just going to be farming XP. So let's get after it, everyone.